Welcome back to Unleashing. Okay, I'm going to try and make this video again. I already made it once, but screwed it up, so I'm redoing it. I know several of you have been, well, wondering when I'm going to make a next video. I'm telling you, busy. It's super hard. I'm forcing myself to do it right now. I have a couple dreams I want to share. I had them back in earlier in June, all right? And I've been thinking about it, and I really felt that God wanted me to share them. And then literally last week, I listened to a lady's vision that I'm going to put in the description, and I'll leave the link so you guys can listen to hers, that she was showing. And it was about Donald Trump as well, same as my two dreams that I'm going to share, right? And then she said the date, and I couldn't believe it was the same day that I had mine. I didn't think about it. I thought at first that it was on a certain day, so I went back and I looked at my notes, and I had the second dream on the 13th, and I went back a couple of days. I'm like, oh, I guess it wasn't the same day, because she said the 10th at first, I thought, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure mine was only a couple of days before that. My first one, it was on the 11th. Sure enough, I watched it again today. Nope, it was on the 11th. We had it the same day. So I'm like, okay, that definitely seems like a telltale sign, so I'm going to share it. Anyways, that's what this video is going to be about. For those that are asking, yes, I did watch the debate. Yes, Biden was lying the very second he opened his mouth. He always is. And it looked like he was reading teleprompters off his eyes. I don't know if it's some new tech they got with some lenses, some contacts he can wear, or if they have some sort of contacts where you can see some sort of infrared spectrum and holographic writing that he was reading off of, but he was reading off of something it looked like. And I mean, that's probably why they didn't have any crowds and stuff, and then the whole thing was just jacked the whole time. But anyways, I want to get to my first dream. So I've never dreamed of Trump before. I've had plenty of Obama. Every single time in dreams of Obama, he's the Antichrist. Every single time he's doing something shady. Usually suspects that I know that he is. And it'd be just great if Obama watched my Antichrist video. Oh, that would be beautiful. Anyways, but this time it was about Trump, all right? So I'm going to share the first dream. The first dream was on the 11th of June this year, totally unsuspecting. And anyways, in the dream, it was very short. I am in a convertible car. It's black. It looks just like JFK's, all right? And Trump's driving. I'm sitting right behind him. I don't see anybody else in the car, just me and him. And I'm sitting directly behind him, and he's driving. I think he just became president. And I look inside his mind to see if just possibly he is the Antichrist, right? And he isn't in the dream. And then I look at Obama through the void. He is. And then I think about the other dreams that I've had Obama, and I'm like, in the dream, I'm like, it's never changed. He's still the Antichrist. And I'm like, Trump is. And I'm like, interesting. Boom. And I wake up. And I thought it was weird, but I didn't think really that much of it. And then a couple days later on Thursday, the 13th, then I had a way more detailed dream. And in this one, I was Trump's last security details, his last guard, right? It was like White House Down or Olympus Has Fallen style. And we were up at what looked like Farragut, a Navy base in Idaho. That used to be the second largest Navy base during World War II on southern Lake Pend Oreille, right? And they still test subs and stuff there. But I gave him a briefing. I was telling him that they're about to do a coup on him. And I basically gave a hand signal, like, this is what they're going to do, man, to the back of somebody's head in the dream. And I said, we can get out of here right now before this happens, we can escape. And Trump didn't want to. He's like, no, we're fighting to the end. And I'm like, okay, you know. And I feel like I was playing the role of somebody else in that dream because I was really freaked out. I was scared. I knew that they were going to do it, and it was beyond what I'm normally like. I'm not scared like that usually, and I thought it was strange because I was pretty freaked out about it. I'm like, I got one mag left. So anyways, the dream continues on, and Trump ends up talking me into taking pop shots. In the dream, it was the Marines that were overthrowing. They were out doing some training at the time, and they were going to get basically execute Order 66, right? They were going to turn on him. It was going to be a coup on Trump. And I had warned him about it because I got some inside information that they were going to kill him, right? So I end up taking some pop shots out of my I kill like 12 guys or whatever, and I'm magged out. I don't have any more ammo, right? And he was showing me like some shooting down over the water or whatever, so I get a straight shot and some other stuff. It was kind of weird, but anyways, so from that point on, the dream continues. They're looking why we were shooting at them, but they haven't got the order yet because it was kind of like a pre-attack that I was doing on them. And they finally get the order, and they're coming after us. And then the next thing I know, as we're kind of like going into the best hiding that we can, I get like a couple different vision shots of different cabinet members, and they're getting killed, and I'm just seeing them dying or dying in the process of fleeing, right? Like trying to escape. And then I see what looks like a picture of Paul Bagley, and he's on a ventilator. He's been beat to hell. All right, they've captured him and like about beat him to death, and he's like he's on life support, right? And in the dream, I thought to myself, he had no protection from God because he's become more of a charlatan, right? And that's what I thought in the dream, okay? And anyways, you guys have seen him from his earlier years as it's progressed on to more of a Sid Roth, it's Supernational, wearing sunglasses all the time like show, right? It's crazy. But anyways, that's what I saw. And then it came back to us, and then I woke up from it. I'm like, whoa, dude, 2 Trump dreams in the same week. That's crazy. I just had one a couple days before. So I woke up and I wrote it down, right? I just wrote it down, and I thought it was interesting. And anyways, I'd been thinking about it for a while. I think I shared it with my mom. And the point of the dream that I feel is that he's going to become president. That's what I saw in the first one, and the significance of being in the JFK car, right? The convertible, the open top, black or whatever, is there's going to be an assassination. And then that got solidified for me when I had a dream about him 2 days later on that Thursday, June 13th. And they were coming in to do a coup. My guess is they're not going to be able to do it the way they did last time. There's too many people that are paying attention. We're sick of it. There's more people rising up than ever before on their crap and calling them out on their stuff. So I think they're going to do a plan B, and they're just going to try and do an overthrow while he's in. That's personally what I think. Anyways, I see this last week. I listened to this lady's vision that she had. It was more of a vision than a dream, and she saw something that was kind of similar. Trump's at the White House. There's planes, bombs coming over. It's in D.C., and she's seen it. Russia and China are basically spraying some kind of green gas and stuff like that. And Trump sees his gravestone. He's looking at it, and they're burying children and a whole bunch of other stuff. And he's crying with this other guy. It might be the future VP or whatever else. Anyways, she sees it and everything like that. It seems very symbolic of the end of America, and she's trying to get the gravestone's date because it says Trump on it. He's staring at it, and the dream continues on. She can't get the date at first, and then finally she sees it when it goes back to the grave, and he's looking at it, and it says 2025, and it has Trump's grave right in this vision. And then some Secret Service give him a vial that he's holding on to. He's kind of crying and sitting out by a tree, kind of like what's that movie, 1914 or 1918 or whatever that came out recently. It was really good. Anyways, he's kind of sitting next to a tree, and he's looking at the vial, and he's just kind of holding it. And then this vision ends. It's basically the end of America, and what looks like the end of Trump. They end up coming in to kill, and they're gonna run their plan. You guys have been listening to me for years now. We're in such overtime, it blows me away. God has held everything back. He's told me that he told me that in 2016 when I wanted to stack up those 3 douches on the sidewalk, and I'm like, God, light the fire now. Let's get this show on the road. People are just trash. And then he had those kids get my wallet, and then I'm like, yeah, that's so great. And then God literally told me, and I've told you guys this story, he's like, that's why I don't light it up right now. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. That was all for a lesson, right? I've said this story before, Anyways, he's been buying more time. He's been buying more time on everything. He told me that in 2021. Buying more time. I swear I can't get away from that. I watched a movie I hadn't seen before the other day, Jungle Cruise, with The Rock and Emily Blunt. And they got this stone, this pendant that she's carrying around the whole time, and they got to get to the Maya place because they're looking for this, You guys have probably seen the movie, right? I hadn't seen it yet, so I'm watching, and they're carrying around this arrowhead rock, right? And I'm like, and then the arrowhead rock at the end turns out it's not an arrowhead at all, it's a heart rock. I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me, dude. I'm like, enough, stop throwing this in my face, right? Because literally that's exactly what happened between me and my brother, the arrowhead and then the heart rock, right? And right before I made this video, as per usual, I get some attack by somebody, and they're commenting on a video back there from 2021. You're a false prophet. I'm like, oh my gosh. And that's exactly what happens every time I try to make a video. There's somebody out there Satan can lure in to say something, and it's like, okay, that's it. I'm not making a video. I don't even want to talk to anybody right now. But I literally told God, I'm like, I was going to make a video about this, and then I made one the other night, and it wasn't what I wanted to put out, because there's a lot of stuff going on with friends. I spoke on some personal stuff that was on my heart, and I just don't want to share it right now. And so I'm remaking the video, and like I told God I would talk about these two dreams. Anyways, I'm gonna leave that lady's dream in a link in the description so you guys can check it out, and then put that together to what I just told you about my visions. And I personally think that this is our last summer here before occupation or the end of America starts to happen, or a civil war or something like that. It's coming to its closing. They still have their timeline they're backed against. They put in all the effort for you know what, and none of that's gone away. They're still playing on a timeline. It's playing into Satan's hands. I watched some video today just for a few minutes, and they were talking about some different things, and these people are speaking, and whoever was the guest star on Redacted was talking about how they were getting the information. They were starting to look now and stuff like that, and basically said, you know, there's people that are in cabals and they're doing stuff, but it's not like the Illuminati sitting around a table coming up with plans to end the world and stuff like that. And right there he made his mistake, because if you're still looking at this from a humanistic perspective, that these are people just making mistakes, or stupid, or they have an agenda that's just going to screw us over through liberalism, and you don't realize that they are absolute Satanists with a plan. They are sitting around a table to end the world and usher in the Antichrist, then you're never going to see what's coming. It's going to blindside you, right? I've said it before. If you are not willing to say, when anybody says, okay, that's bad, but they're not that bad, if you can still say that, then you're not ready for what's coming. When you realize they are the most evil, vile, and every satanic, sick, disgusting, freaking thing you can think of is what this cabal, this Obama administration, the guys working behind the scenes, the UN and stuff like that are planning, what they're going to do, how many people they're going to kill, what they've planned to do, and how they just revel in the idea of just murdering the innocent. If you can't understand that right now, you're not ready for what's coming. It's going to blindside you, all right? These people are absolute filth. If every single one of them got killed right now, if you pulled some RoboCop, straight up 80s movie violence, and just pulled all their spines out and left them in the street to die, it would be a mercy, all right, to what they're going to get in hell. These people are an abomination beyond all comprehension, all right, and they're going to burn in hell, all right, and that's just the straight truth. It's discussing what they're doing, what they're going to do, and what they want to do, all right, and it's coming faster than you can possibly imagine. If your heart's not right with God right now, if you're still playing on the sidelines, if you're still messing around, you're in danger, all right. I keep seeing the path getting thinner and thinner, all right? Nothing's ever changed. I've watched Mandela Effect change plenty of things, and nothing has still changed what I saw. Me going up 8 people in the distance, and I'm by myself, all right? And I have a feeling by the time it happens, I am going to be by myself no matter what I say or do. I've watched family drop away, friends drop away. I'm in the process of watching best friends about to drop away if I'm not careful. It's just ridiculous what it's come down to, and it doesn't seem to be getting any better. Nobody's able to hang. They just want to keep falling away, and no, it's heartbreaking. I put a lot of work into trying to save people, but in the end, it has to be their choice. If I'm the only one left standing to finish a race, I'm gonna do it. But I sure would like it if some brothers can hang out and finish this race with me. It really, really help the situation. I feel like, it's just, it's overwhelming to think that nobody else is gonna make it by their own choice. But there's nothing I can do on that. Anyways, I wanted to share these dreams. This is a quick video. I gotta go get something to eat. But I'm gonna leave the description or that lady's vision that she had in the description box, okay? And I just want you guys to think on these two dreams. Bad things are coming. I can feel it in the air. Darkness is darkness is like a cloud coming up on the earth right now, and it's getting darker and darker. Like I say, I see the path getting thinner and thinner. I was listening to a dream today, and somebody was talking about having a dream, and they were on a path on the beach, and they saw kind of something similar. A thinner path is happening right now. God's really weeding things out, and I believe that people will have a chance later on, and they're going to be able to try and make it in the tribulation, but you don't want to go through that. It's worse than you can possibly imagine. People always underplay it. I'm telling you right now. So get your heart right with God. Try to make some more videos and stuff like that. There's some more things I want to talk about, but this is something that I had to get out. I feel it's very important, especially with what's going on and stuff like that with elections and things. So I'm watching to see what's going to happen, but there's definitely sinister things on the horizon. And if they can't get it one way, they're going to just they're going to go through with it another, and basically do Order 66, just do a coup and a total takeover. And they're working on doing it right now. So anyways, God bless. I'll catch you next time on the Legion. Thanks a lot. Bye.